All right. We are disappointed in the court's decision today. And the court has proven to be just like the pro-death. They don't provide choice except the choices that are theirs. And our dear brother Walter has proven his loyalty to the faith, and instead of taking any compromises, he has chosen to do, forced upon him to do 30 days straight time in the county jail with a $130 fine and then another fine close to $1,000. And we have work to do. As far as the local pastors in this community, if Walter Hoye is not safe, if Walter Hoye is not free, then none of us are free. Right. You can be jailed for doing ministry in Oakland. Yeah. It's been proven today. Mark this day on your calendar, March 20th, 2009, that if you dare care about a woman's right to choose, and you provide her an option outside of abortion, you will go to jail, and you will be asked to pay a good sum of money to do so. Or you can give up your free speech rights and just be silent. Yes. And so we're not giving up our free speech rights. I say this, it was better for them to deal with Walter Hoye than to deal with the movement that's about to take place. In the end, we thank God for using Walter Hoye to wake us up, for we were asleep. We were like ostriches with our heads in the sand. Right. And this brother has awakened us to what is right and what we ought to be doing. And now we dedicate the rest of our lives in ministry of ensuring that the life that is within the womb will make manifest into the world. And if we have to go to jail, then we follow great footsteps like our brother Walter Hoye. No leader in the history of the African American community worth his salt has ever sought to stay out of jail when it meant changing policies and laws that are unjust upon our people. And I think when you think about 1,500 black babies are going to be murdered every single day, we have to do something to change that law. I have standing here with me the pastor of Elder Walter Hoye, Dr. Earl C. Stuckey of the Progressive Missionary Baptist Church of Berkeley. Hear ye him.
Yes. I think what I want to say is that I was born in the Depression, and I was born during the time that segregation was legal. I know what it's like to be denied the privilege to drink at the same water fountain that whites drank from, go to the same restaurants, and go to the same theaters. I witnessed all of that. And I know for sure that the only way, and according to the history, the only way that segregation was changed was that somebody had to break the law, because it was legal at one time, just like slavery was legal at one time. But there were people who had to break the law, go to jail, and suffer, and a lot of them died. Dr. King is not the only one that died. There were others who died. And so this is the kind of a law that is morally wrong. It's evil. And so we're going to have to take a stand. And so I see what happened today as a wake-up call for the rest of us, as Pastor Dion has said, has been sleeping. Now we are going to go to the clinics. We are going to do whatever we need to do to stop aborting these black babies. Just think, we're already a minority. Black people are already a minority, and now we are more of a minority by aborting our babies. And so we're going to do something. We are calling on our pastor friends, all of the black leaders in this town. Let's do something. This is a bad law. It is morally wrong, and we're not going to sit by and be quiet about it.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Real quick, we also want to give our national representative, as we go on around the circle, to share some of his thoughts as he goes back and shares with our nation what took place here in Oakland, California.
Well, what happened today, Walter Hoye, God bless his soul, has proven to the world of the entrenchment of the abortion industry and the controlling powers of evil that emanate from that industry upon our judicial system, upon the unjust laws that were made in this city. All, as I've often said, if abortion was not lucrative, it would not be legal.
That's right.
Walter Hoye has proven to Oakland of the dastardly deeds of the abortion industry to the point where they even control judges. I sat in that courtroom. It was a travesty of justice. It was truly the epitome of asinine comments and statements, I have to say, for what it is. There's no precedent for this. If they did any cursory search of any cities where there has been the infringement of the bubble laws or freedom of speech, they would find they do not have a leg to stand on in this, but because promises were already made, and they were going to deal with a black preacher who's standing out, as already been said, doing ministry. Hello, Oakland. This infringes upon everybody in the city of Oakland. Freedom of speech, that's the First Amendment. And so it goes beyond. They made it, but really they made it about abortion. And they made it about the continual targeting of African Americans in this city. And so they put us on pro-choice and pro-life sides. What's up with that? This was about freedom of speech. Yeah. We don't want you to censor the pro-choice people. Let them speak. We desired debate. But this was about an African-American male digging in the pocket of some abortion doctor and taking away their profits, and they sent signals to the council and to those that rule, the mayor and whoever else, that he had to be stopped. Conjure up a bogus law, an unjust law, a Jim Crow law, and get him out from in front of our clinic, or we can't make contributions to your next campaign.
That's it.
Oakland, you better do something about this. And start moving out. Stand up. Your rights are being stripped away right now as I speak. It happened today. Rise up, black preacher. Come to the knowledge of the truth. Your people are under siege by the abortion industry, and guess what? They got your council people and the judge. It's time to protest.
Yes.
Let us send a very strong message to those in leadership. If you want to remain leaders in Oakland, then you're going to have to start using wisdom as it relates to how you craft ordinances in this city. We are going to ensure that black pastors throughout this city who have a proper heart are going to know how to pick the right candidates, and by all means will know how to go after removing candidates who don't act appropriate while they're in power. Never in a city will it ever be a just city so long as people who are elected turn around and dictate to the people who elected them. These things will not happen, and people who are coming into the black communities and standing in the black pulpit and they're making all of these promises about what they're going to do to help us, if they cannot help us in the areas that are most important to us, then don't even come. Don't even put your name on the ballot, because you won't win. And we're going to fight you one at a time. We're going to fight you all the way, and we are going to remove you from office. And if we can go after the DA, surely we can get you at the city council level. And so be mindful that your clock is ticking. You better repent of sin and come back to where your first love is, and that is righteousness, the oath you've taken. And if you're not willing to do that, then you're going to have to find a seat on AC Transit and take the first bus out of here, because you're not going to be able to be in Oakland.